everyone, and welcome to RHI, RHI Stories of Courage, Hope, Attitude, and Inspiration. And my name is Sharon Clausen, and I work here at RHI with the foundation. And today we have a special guest. We have Dave Barton with us here today. Dave came to RHI as a peer visitor volunteer in 2004. And this is because in March of 1984 and then again in February of 1990, he was in two separate accidents and suffered a traumatic brain injury in both of those accidents. Dave, hi, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you.
Dave, could you just tell a little bit, because you have quite a story and a journey with your traumatic brain injuries. What is it that you found were some struggles that you dealt with at the beginning of your injuries and moving forward?
After the 84 incident, I worked for a company as a engineer, and basically after the brain injury, even though I physically recovered, with my voice is high pitched and rather rough now, where it was very very newsman like, if you will, before that, if you will, and so I didn't sound the same. I had I would say temperament issues, if you will, just somewhat, but still, I had a what was a promising career was no longer a promising career, but I did have a job. I had a job, was able to take care of my wife and take care of my family, but still the career that was laid out before me just evaporated very quickly. The short-term memory issues, and also what we now call aphasia, where occurrences of saying searching for words, saying the wrong words and not knowing it until much later, and all the classic difficulties that we now know come along with the brain injury. I had those, and there was therapies were not available nor given to brain injury patients in the 84 and 98 frames, and so just my wife and I discovered the extraordinarily high divorce rate and the suicide rate amongst the brain injured, and it was very important to me. Became very important to me to it would have lessened our struggles, my wife, my spouse, and my struggles, if somebody at least gave us a warning before being faced with it, and it's the stability of the wife, stability of the family, and continued employment, if you will, even though a job, not a career, I still continued employment, and an unshakable faith in God that allowed me to somewhat stumble through. And I really came to RHI because it had become my mission over the course of many years I really wanted to share with patients, and more importantly the families, of what my spouse and I wish we'd been told but weren't. And RHI was the vehicle to do that.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because you bring up a really important point of how family relationships and marriage relationships change after traumatic brain injury. But one of the things that I really want our audience to know is that we do have programs that we offer here at RHI now in an outpatient setting called BICS, which is Brain Injury Coping Skills and Couples Care. And it goes through exactly those struggles that you talked about. Where it helps spouses to understand what are all the changes that are happening to the person that suffered the traumatic brain injury. And the brain injury coping skills focuses on learning coping skills to deal with all the different symptoms and changes that have happened as a result of the brain injury. Could you just share a little bit with the emotional impact that happened for you when you had the opportunity in a Walmart store to meet someone who also was recovering from a brain injury? What did that do for you?
Well, it made me cry. A young lady, a cashier, working there, helped me out, answer questions, and went well beyond what she should have in terms of helping me out in this department. And I noticed that he had a tracheotomy scar like mine, and I told the young lady, I said, "Oh, I think we went to different schools together." And so she chuckled, and so I asked her questions about her injuries, and we shared uh, relative injuries, and she'd been in a coma for maybe 4 or 5, 6 days, something like that. But still, it was the short-term memory issues, the stress stress on the family in the family genre, and it was quite a lot of similarities. And so I noticed for the first time then, it's like 3 years after the '84 incident, and it just felt so good talking to her. I'd never hadn't experienced that. I mean, I love my wife dearly, love my kids dearly, but this level of experience was beyond anything I expected. As a matter of fact, I didn't expect to ever share with anybody like that. And thinking about it, halfway home, I had to pull over and cry like a baby, and still do.
It's amazing when you can meet someone with a shared experience that knows exactly what you're going through that nobody else understands, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, indeed.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. And I do want to let people know if you or someone you love is recovering from a traumatic brain injury, we do have these opportunities for you to meet other people that are going through what you're going through. And we have resources, resource facilitation, BICS, couples care. We want to help you. So reach out to us and to learn a little more about these programs. And Dave, I can't thank you enough for being willing to be open and share your story with our viewers. I know that there's going to be someone that's watching this that can resonate with everything that you said today. And thank you again, viewers, for joining us today. We'll see you again next week. If you would like to help support programs like BICS and Couples Care, Love Your Brain Yoga, we have so many things that we do for people who are recovering from traumatic brain injury. You can click on the link that's included with this video, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.